Despite their best efforts, I have seen hundreds of dentists struggle with marketing and finding themselves really in a sea of sameness, just unable to stand out. And it really boils down, I think, to three things. Is first, a lot of dentists are unsure about how to communicate the benefits of their practice. So what words and phrases should we use? Second, many dentists are inconsistent in the look and feel of the marketing that they put out into the community. And three, and perhaps most critical, I see various practices over investing in marketing tactics that are not going to work for their practice. So, for example, a practice gets over invested in social media and search engine optimization when, come to find out, the majority of their patients found them from the advertisement that they ran in that community flyer or from word of mouth. So I'm going to show you today a way to foolproof your marketing, a way to check all three of those boxes and make sure that you're consistent in how you talk about your practice and what your practice looks like to the community, and that you have powerful marketing tactics that are really going to work for your practice individually. What every dental practice really needs is a unique and authentic brand. This is where, when I lecture, dentists start glazing over. They're like, brand, that sounds expensive and like something I don't need. Brand is, in fact, everything about your practice. So the way that the phone is answered, the sound that the phone makes when it rings in your practice, the sound that the patients can hear, whether the door is squeaky or not, the smile that your front office person shares with every patient coming in or not. All of those things add up to brand. What we really want to create is a brand that will make your practice shine unlike anything else in your community, so that you really stand out. And this could be developed by using a proven research-based method that utilizes the greatest marketing resources available to you. And that is your best patients. The first step is to learn what initially attracted your very best patients to your practice, so you can unlock the secret to attracting more of those types of patients. So this is not a game of let's just attract patients in droves. It's how do we attract the very, very best patients and then get them to replicate themselves in droves. So uncovering this process, or uncovering this information rather, and completing the branding process takes 4 succinct steps. Second, design a survey that questions exactly why your patients love you and your practice. When you ask your best patients what they love most about you and your practice, they light up and share these stories of transformation that you and I could not replicate if we tried. And it is the stuff that really resonates with their peers, which those are your potential patients, right? So you want to ask them, why did they choose you over others in the area? What has kept them coming back year after year? What do they enjoy most about your approach to care? What are their special stories about your practice? Maybe you calm their child's fear of fillings or schedule them for a last-minute emergency appointment. In some way, you changed their lives. It was transformational for them. So it's not really about your state-of-the-art equipment or something that's on your curriculum vitae, so much as it is the relationship that you've built with them, the level of trust that you have with them, and that transformation that they have felt in your office. You want to download that from their minds by asking just the right questions. You will also want to ask how they found your practice, or what media would you use to search for a practice like this one. Provide a list. Don't make them think too hard. So on our website, bigbuzzinc.com, bigbuzzinc.com, you can find a graphic that has about 25 or 35 of all of the different types of marketing tactics that a dental practice could deploy. List all of those out and ask them, which of these did you use or would you use to find a practice like this one? This allows you to have a compass for exactly how patients are most apt to find you in your community. In certain communities that I've worked in, direct mail is absolutely not paid attention to. In others, it sells like wildfire. Still, and I worked with a practice recently that Their patients were not going to search for the practice online. Period. End of story. Regardless of the fact that it's the 21st century and the rest of practices are thriving on online marketing, this particular practice wasn't going to. It was all about traditional marketing and word of mouth for her practice. So you want to uncover what's going to be best for your practice rather than just sinking marketing dollars into the same old stuff that the practice down the road is doing, because it might not work for your practice. And the last step in synthesizing your survey results, you will want to articulate from those results what you plan to do for marketing for the next 12 months. So look back at all those questions around how did you find us, and what marketing do you pay attention to? How would you find a practice like this one? And be sure to invest only in the areas that your patients say they would pay attention to. The gut instinct is to go with, well, I wouldn't pay attention to that, so why would I invest there? Doesn't matter what I think, and it doesn't matter what you think. What matters most is how your patients and their peers, your potential patients, are behaving. So write down the top 5 or 6 marketing tactics and lock them in for the next year's time. Doesn't have to be at the beginning of the year that you start this, but I do recommend that you run whatever you choose for a good 12 months and let it take hold, measure results, benchmark, and set goals around it. But lock it in and keep it going steady without changing anything, so that you can honestly say at the end of 12 months whether or not it served your practice. That's it. Now you have a marketing foundation, and never ever again do you have to say, but what will we say? And what will it look like? And where should we put it? Because now you know, since your patients told you.